Hey everybody, it's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and today I'm down at the old barn. Well, if you watched my last video, you saw that I got kind of crafty, and that's not my thing. I mean, I like all the ideas that you guys come up with and such as that, but I've never put myself in a position where I considered myself to be crafty. But boy, that hay bale got me in the mood, and I'm on a different project today. So I've decided that the barn, the new barn, I'm at the old barn, needs a Christmas tree. I can't go out and cut down a Christmas tree or buy a Christmas tree and put it in there, because my kitties are going to knock it over. They're going to think that that is their play toy, and I certainly don't want them to get hurt, nor do I want to cause any kind of harm to anything that's in the barn. So I've been kind of spinning my wheels trying to figure out what I can do to make this project come to life, and I think I have it figured out. First thing is, I got to look for some paint, and it should be some that's still good in this old barn, but I don't know. So I was able to find the paint that I was looking for, and it's really not Christmas tree green, but hey, it's something that I've already got, and I'm gonna use it. So let's go to the new barn and see what we can come up with there. So there's a big chance of rain, as you can tell by the sky. It looks like it could come down at any minute. So I'm happy to have a project that I can go inside the barn and work on and hopefully stay out of this mess. All right, we're going to tell my Mr. Moody beautiful hay bale decoration hello as we go into the barn. People ask why I didn't put it out by the road, and it was the simple fact that I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And I also thought it was going to take up too much space to go out by the road and also have the egg stand. Well, it just so happens that Jason's in the barn working, and he was so kind to get me some of my wood down so I didn't have to go up on top of the milk room to do so.
Tell him what I'm doing.
Well, it might be a secret. He is attempting to hang the ceiling fans in the barn.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say he has completed hanging the ceiling fans in the barn shortly.
Fingers crossed.
So thank you for getting my pallet boards down. I was just saying how I plan to make this happen, and hopefully mine will be a success as well. So this Christmas tree, in order for the cats not to topple it, I figured the next best thing is to hang it on the wall. And I'm going to use pallet boards and attempt to line them up without any spacing and freehand or free cutout, I guess you would say, a Christmas tree. I am going to use a board for a line, but I have nothing to go by. So hopefully after this is marked out, it'll actually resemble a Christmas tree. This may look kind of big, but I think it's going to need to be this big in order to fill up the wall that I want it to be on. After I finished screwing it from both sides, I still thought it was kind of flimsy. So in order to make it easier for me to cut out and it not be flimsy, I'm going to screw these two boards down in the shape of the tree and use it for my guide for my circular saw when I do cut it out. Well, it's much more secure now that I put the two sides on it, and I think it's going to come in handy when I do go to cut. But I got to show y'all something first. I got to hurry up and get finished. Look at this fan. If you turn that on while I'm in here, it's going to lift me off the ground. Or Biscuit, or even Mildred. What you think, Biscuit? It's not green yet, but it's going to be. Okay, so I'm about to attempt to cut this out. And I sure hope it turns out like I want it to. Okay, so it didn't go as I planned. With the cutting, I had to have Jason help me, but thankfully he was right here working and didn't mind. Thank you. Well, I must say it looks pretty much like a Christmas tree. Of course, it's not green yet, but we're getting there. First things first. All right, Jason, you
Yeah.
think you've got your fan installed to where it's going to work?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, let's see if it's going to come on. And you may wonder why we didn't go with black. And the reason being, because we knew that this one will be black in just a short period of time. This one kind of disappears, believe it or not, when you're in here, whereas I think black would show up and you would see all the dust it creates. And while it may not look like it's going that fast, it's putting out some air. And he's got one more that he's going to install that looks just like this one. On those hot 100-degree days, it's going to generate some much needed cooler circulating air in here. It is moving. Okay, now, hey, you got something you got to take care of, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will say, may the best team win.
That's right. Roll Tide.
We shall see. So now that the tree is green, we have to decorate the tree. And I have a plan. So I know some of you thought I should have stuck with the rustic theme, but I really wanted some color in the milk room on the wall. So what I'm thinking about ornaments is I found this dog bowl that we use for feeding, obviously, and I traced out a circle on some pallet wood, and my plan is to cut this circle out with a jigsaw and then paint maybe 3 or 4 of them different colors to be ornaments for the tree. So I have 5 ornaments cut out, and I'm just gonna place them kind of randomly, and then I'm gonna paint them different colors, and I think it's gonna turn out cute. Okay, so I've got some other colored old paint down at the barn, and I didn't know I was gonna do this earlier, or I would have gotten it then, but I'll run down there and get that and get these painted, and next step seems like it'll be hanging it on the wall. Well, I found a few different colors of spray paint, and I thought if this will work, it'll be a lot easier than me trying to brush all of these ornaments. So I'm gonna take a can that I have a lot of, which is this gold here. Y'all, I told y'all I keep everything, and I don't know why I kept just a little bit of spray paint, but for projects like this, it comes in handy. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out well. And since this is really for the cats, I'm gonna take this string that I already had, it's kind of like rope, and wrap it around this piece of pallet board that I have left for the trunk. And if they want to scratch on it, then they have a homemade scratching post. Well, I think it's safe to say that the cats are enjoying just looking at it. Sylvester, do you see anything up under there, buddy? Bramble going up under? All right, well, let's get it finished up. We've got to put our ornament hangers on and make a bow of some sort for the top, and we're going to hang it up in y'all's room so you can enjoy it until Christmas. Thinking that in order to keep up with the rustic theme of the tree, that I'm going to try to make a bow out of the plumber strap. Not a big elaborate bow, but just something to go on the top that mimics the same detail that we have going on. Sylvester, you gonna help, buddy? All right, let's see. Thinking about like that for the loop. All right, then I'm going to come back and add 2 kind of streamers. So I just went ahead and pulled off the rest of the plumbing strap, and I'm going to attempt to wrap this around and back, and I think that's going to work. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. The pliers kind of crimped it in place, and now all we've got to do is make a bow shape, and I'm going to screw it on there and see how it looks. I think I'm going to put it right here. When you walk in the milk room, this is the first thing you see. And good thing is we can use this year after year on this wall. Perfect. What do you think, buddy? I'm gonna go get the scratching post. All right, Sylvester. Come here, buddy. This is gonna be the trunk, and you can scratch on it all you want. I gotta get my bow straightened out, and I think we'll be complete. Yeah. You're so sweet. So what do y'all think about your Christmas tree? Yeah, I think it's cute too. And I love that y'all have a little scratching post at the bottom. I think it turned out perfect. I had thought about putting some lights on it, but I don't want anything enticing for the cats to potentially get hurt on. So I decided against the lights. The only change that I might make is put some color on the bow. And I mentioned that earlier, but honestly guys, I'm tired and it's just gonna have to be the way it is for now. I think this was a win-win for the project. I said earlier, I'm not a crafty person, but I think I'm starting to turn in that direction. So, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing the different ways that I could use recycled products to make some Christmas decorations. So maybe it's something that you could do around your house that's fun, easy, and inexpensive. Bramble, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, baby. And I hope you enjoy looking at your Christmas tree in the milk room.